Sup guys, Phoenix here with another rare vehicle which is Panther II. This time I'm starting in the hangar for some reasons, namely, well, the reason number one is that Panther II is a fake tank. It didn't really exist, or at least it wasn't this vehicle that we are looking at here. So the second reason why we are starting in the hangar is my explanation for why it's fake. So first of all, the actual Panther II design was something that was made in 1943 and was quickly scratched. So it basically was like this. So initial Panthers didn't have those side skirts installed. You can see it if you look at the prototype, which is missing those side skirts. The reason why those side skirts were installed was the threat from Russian anti-tank rifles. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure if it was about any specific rifles, but Soviets used rifles like PTRD and PTRS. I think they were both 14.5mm anti-tank rifles and posed quite a threat to suspension on German tanks. This side skirt is only 5mm thick, but somehow that was enough to deal with the threat. However, initially, before those side skirts were introduced, Panthers had armor that was too thick on the sides. Panther D, yeah, you can see it at Panther D. It's 80-40-40 on hull armor, and similar on the turret armor. And then Germans, while making Panther II, they increased the frontal armor to 100mm and side armor both on the hull and the turret to 60mm, so by 20mm. However, that's when those side skirts were made, and because of this, there was simply no reason to continue the Panther II project anymore. Therefore, it was scrapped after building two prototypes, of which one was incomplete and one probably was and might have been used in combat, albeit no such records exist. So the whole thing was caused by German historian Walter Spielberger, who made this mistake because he had yet to discover certain important documentation that made him later realize that Panther II was just as I said and wasn't this thing here. So, another reasons why this is a fake vehicle is the suspension. If you compare it with Panthers, then you will notice that the order of the wheels and the appearance of the wheels is slightly different. This suspension looks and feels more like that on Tiger II in terms of performance. Furthermore, another reason where this design is wrong is the turret and its shape. To be exact, there was indeed a Panther design with this kind of turret. This is called Schmalturm, and I have mentioned it on Panther F. If you have a look, it is more or less the exact same turret, just with some additional stuff. So this turret should have a bulge around this place to accommodate the biggest long 88mm cannon, because this Schmalturm was simply unable to do this in reality. Well, we can look how it looks at X-ray. I'm not sure if it really matters, but okay. Let's have a look how it looks on Tiger II. Yeah. Is it me, or is the cannon bridge much longer on Tiger II? Also, yeah, okay, so let's measure it. It looks like more or less 3 centimeters, maybe. I'm not sure if the scale is maintained, but yeah, this looks like it's only 2/3 as long at most. So Evidently something's up. There was indeed a project of Panther, time to drop into a battle, which had an 88mm cannon, but firstly it was only a project, if I remember correctly. I don't think they ever built anything. And secondly, as I said, it had that bulge to fit the cannon because the original turret was simply unable to hold it, so they had to move the cannon forward and fit a bit of it in that bulge. And finally, it wasn't Panther II, it was just Panther Mid 8.8 centimeter cannon or whatever it was called, something like that. Anyway, not Panther II. This is a fancy amalgamation of Panther upgrades, modifications, and proposed upgrades, let's just say. But okay, we can still have some fun with it. So let's talk about the vehicle itself. Firstly, we have the same. First, we have amazing zoom. I think even better than on Panther F. The binoculars are also quite good. The gun is, as I said, okay, let's be a gentleman and wait for our comrades so they can get more points and get more spawn points, to be exact. And by then they will be able to spawn in more vehicles. Bro! No manners at all, but okay. The bulk of the team got close enough, I guess. Nothing there. Alright. So 3 other guys managed to get cap. Alright, always something. I suppose I'll go B for now. So as I was saying, this is pretty much the same gun as on Tiger II, and so we have the same ammunition. As usual, high explosive and high explosive anti-tank ammo are garbage that you should forget about. You should focus on using APCR ammunition. And sorry, APCBC ammunition, and it's good to have APCR handy. Is there another guy next to him? Kind of. Ooh, got my track. Yeah, APCR will come in handy if you encounter some high-tiered heavy tanks, especially the Russian IS series. Minimum IS-3, of course. IS-2 doesn't really matter. It's not really much of a threat. Is there anything else? Alright, let's return the favor. Alright. Welcome, dude, you're welcome. There's definitely something here, but he's busy shooting at each other with one of my teammates. Alright, let's see. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, so that's it for ammo. Regarding reload, it's 9.8 seconds, which is probably just a bit longer than on Tiger II. And makes sense with the goddamn cramped turret that has no logical reason to fit this big of a gun within it. Alright, I think I'll go to the flank because there's some enemy there. That Elvis, that is ELCBs, is also a bit concerning on the other flank, I guess, but yes, other than this, the turret rotation speed is not too good. I think it's more or less the same as on Tiger II. As for horizontal guidance, vertical guidance, at least this much is good. You will not really end up in a situation where... oh shit. Where you are unable to aim at your enemy. There are multiple enemies around me. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, and it was that Elvis dude. Man, chill out, go play rock or something. Aside from the cannon, alright, rangefinder. It should be the 3-kilometer one from Panther F. Yep, loads up pretty quick. Alright, why don't I try to snipe? Never mind, there's already some guy there. Might as well go middle. So aside from the cannon, we also have a machine gun. Coaxially, it's MG34 garbage. On some very odd occasion, you may find it useful, but otherwise, nah. So that's it for weaponry. Regarding armor, it's basically better than normal Panther. So the hull armor is the same as Panther II. The real Panther II was supposed to be like. Shit, bro, what the hell was that? Let's hide from view. What the hell, bruh? Oh, there you are. Jumbo. Die, you little bastard. How dare you stick around at our spawn? Hope that this will teach you a lesson. This is a bit concerning. Was he the only guy here? I think so. Yeah, as for turret, I would have to check, but it probably is the same as Panther F. Well, it's not really much thicker than any particular Panther, as you might see and remember. Well, it's nothing special. It's not bad. It's not really a worthy heavy tank, but it's a good medium tank. Also about ammo, it's, as you can see, placed more or less like in Panther, except we have some ammo on the bottom of the hull as well. Alright, let's go left and see if I can deal with whatever presumptuous enemy is here. Alright. I don't think he can see me wherever he is. It's probably behind those buildings. Let's see. Yeah, the crew is, I think, 5. Yeah. Honestly, I think there's no real need to talk about armor any more than that. That just said that basically the sides are the weak point of Panther. Oh, something's coming. Another jumbo, another frag. Alright. I just had a nice bush here to hide me. Alright, let's see if there's anyone else on their team. Another jumbo. Another prey. There's something killing my people. To the right and behind me. Oh shit, there's something trying to kill me. Alright, there you are. Gotta shoot no scope. I ain't got no time to aim. Alright, some pesky plane. Shit, bombs! Lucky. Alright. Let's see. Is there any engine? There might be some guy coming from that direction. Is it a wreckage there? I think it's a wreckage. And I think something's coming on my right. Just not sure if it will be here or there. Might as well retreat. No point in fighting alone here. My team has to pull in some weight as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it regarding armor. As I said, the rear and the sides are your weak spots. Why hello there. I knew there was one around. Right. I think that was the main threat here, and I can advance a bit. There's something on the right, I guess. Let's keep an eye out there. It's clear, let's go. There is something here, but I don't see it. Alright, I guess that was the Type 62. Anything that they should worry about? No, not really. There seems to be something moving there. Yeah, there is one. Shit, RT is destabilizing my gun. Alright, there's no point in staying here because that guy will probably not return and be seen here. Yeah, so that's it regarding armor. Regarding movement, one thing that is... yeah, there's one guy on the left. I think he's gonna flank me, so let's come and meet him here. That's a wreckage. Let's see if he will show up here. Yeah, so one thing about movement that becomes immediately noticeable when you drive Panther II is that it's very smooth. The suspension is very good. Like other Panthers and Tiger II just feel a bit heavy when you drive them, but this, it just feels very smooth. Any other enemy behind me? No. Gotta be a bit careful here because I might have enemies all around me. Okay, some friendlies. Safe here, but there's definitely something on the right here. Am I right? I am. Let's bail out the phone. Wait, M51 is here somewhere. Judging by the situation, he probably shot from farther away. Wait, there was one guy there. And he got hit by Stuntiga. Talk about overkill. Alright. Let's see, do we have any engine sounds around? No. Yeah, but otherwise the max speed is a bit faster than on Panthers and Tigers too. So even in terms of statistics it's faster. However, I just like how smooth and responsive it is. It really makes it very fun to drive. It's much more mobile than the normal Panther and Tiger tanks. Anything there? Is there something on my left? No. I guess it was my own suspension that I have heard. Alright, we've got probably 2 enemy planes, an M51 and SPA, and that's it, I guess. Might as well safely get C captured. Yeah, so in terms of additional features, as you can see, we have smoke grenades and artillery. As for economy, this is not a premium vehicle despite being moved to the same part of the tech tree, because as you probably are aware, this vehicle has been removed together with Mouse and Tiger II with 105mm cannon and Coelion. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, nice to see you. Now, heartfelt goodbye. And let's push. Anything here? Nope, final blow. See, you can get nice scores in this bad guy. 11 kills. Oh, nice. Alright, let's deal with this later. So, the economy, as you can see, I'm using a booster that I got left over from playing earlier, so actual modifier for RP is 196%. exactly 200% for RP, sorry, Silver Lions. So as you can see, this is pretty much comparable to other German 6.7 vehicles, actually even worse a bit. Alright, the repair cost is also comparable to other 6.7, but on the low side. So general performance, as you could see, if you know what you are doing, if you are quick on your feet, or should I say fingers in this case, then you will be bound to do well. You should be aggressive, you should drive around a lot. You should be ready to retreat when the situation calls for it. You should use the smoke grenades if needed. You should play aggressive, but not to the extent of driving deep into the enemy lines. That's about it, I suppose. You can also use this vehicle like a sniper, just like Panther F, because of the powerful gun and the quite powerful rangefinder. Actually, it's even better than Panther F. The troll, just like with other vehicles here, so like Panzer, Coelian, Tiger II, and Mouse, it's not available currently, but I think it does appear like once a year or once in 2 years, maybe. Or maybe it can be bought otherwise. Well, no, probably you have to wait for it to become available. I remember that all those tanks were available for research once more after being removed. So maybe there will be chance in the future. If you do, it's definitely worth to include it in your main lineup and is a worthy successor to Panthers. The worst enemies that you will encounter are those with powerful guns that can penetrate your armor, which is pretty much more than half of what you encounter at this BR, and anything that can shoot your side, so anything fast that will flank you is a big enemy. Also, very heavily armored vehicles that can resist your cannon are likewise your big enemy. Maybe planes if they notice you, but not much more than other vehicles. Also, I forgot to mention one thing, which is that this vehicle has night vision device. Okay. Now, yeah, as you can see, there's night vision mode, but it seems to be only in the commander and third-person view. Otherwise, not so much. It also has IR spotlight, but honestly, I have no idea how that works. I think it works in the night vision mode or in the dark. Otherwise, when you use it like this, then nothing really happens. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time.